I hope everyone understands the arrangement of galvanic cell. Let us see working of galvanic cell. So, if you compare reactivity of zinc and copper, which is more reactive metal? Yes, you can say the answer. If you know the reactivity series, you can very easily you can tell the answer. Yes, here zinc is more reactive compared to copper metal. We can say zinc is more reactive compared to copper metal. As I told you, high reactive metal always undergo oxidation and less reactive metal always undergoes reduction. So here zinc is a high reactive metal, so it undergo oxidation. Copper is a less reactive metal, so it undergo reduction. So zinc donate the electron, means which undergo oxidation. Donation of electron is called oxidation and receiving electron is called reduction. So dear students, here zinc donate electron to the copper. Zinc donate electron to the copper. Zinc donate 2 electron to the copper. So this move towards the less reactive metal through the connecting wire. So zinc donate 2 electron. That 2 electron moves through the connecting wire to copper rod. So we can say flow of electron zinc to copper rod. Here you can see the arrow mark. This arrow mark indicate flow of electron. So electron flow from zinc to copper rod. So here we can see two solution, zinc sulfate and copper sulfate solution. So zinc sulfate solution contains zinc ion and sulfate ion. Copper sulfate solution contain copper ion and sulfate ion. How to represent copper ion? Yes, Cu2 plus. This Cu2 plus ion very closer to the copper rod. Cu2 plus ion is very closer to the copper rod. So, as I told you, zinc donate 2 electron to the copper. Zinc donate 2 electron to the copper. This electron received by copper ion. This 2 electron received by copper ion. As I told you, zinc undergoes oxidation and this donate 2 electron to the copper through the connecting wire, and this 2 electron received by copper ion. So students, now we know galvanic cell contain two electrode, zinc electrode and copper electrode. Zinc electrode undergo oxidation and copper electrode undergo reduction. You know what is oxidation and what is reduction. So zinc donate 2 electron, that 2 electron received by copper ion. It received by copper ion. Now we can see the equation of oxidation and reduction. So this is the equation of oxidation. Zn, that is zinc, gives Zn2 plus 2 electron. We know zinc is a high reactive metal. It undergoes oxidation and it will lose or it will donate 2 electron. So zinc atom become zinc ion. Zinc atom becomes zinc ion by donating 2 electron. This is the equation of oxidation. Now we can see equation of reduction. Reduction means receiving electron. Now 2 electron donated by zinc, received by copper ion. That is Cu2 plus. So equation of reduction become Cu2 plus 2 electron gives Cu. Note down this equation in your textbook. So we can say oxidation and reduction takes place simultaneously. So this reaction is known as redox reaction. What is the redox reaction? Oxidation and reduction takes place simultaneously. Such a reaction is known as redox reaction. Now we can write redox equation. So how to write redox equation? by combining oxidation equation and reduction equation. By combining oxidation equation and reduction equation, we can write redox equation. So here you can see two equation. So in the left side we can see zinc, in the right side we can see Zn2 plus 2 electron. In second equation, in the left side we can see Cu2 plus 2 electron. In the right side we can see Cu. So in both these two equation, common factor is 2 electron. So we can cut the common factor. Now we can write the redox equation. First we have to write what is there in the left side of the equation. This is the left side and this is the right side. So what is there in the left side? Yes, Zn. First we have to write Zn in the first equation. In the second equation we can see Cu2 plus. So left side is over. Then we can write what is there in the right side. So right side we can see Zn2 plus and Cu. So we can write Zn2 plus Cu. I will write here, okay. So what is the equation of redox reaction? This is the equation of redox reaction. So common factor we have to cut first. Then what is there in the left side, that we have to write first. And what is there in the right side, that we have to next after the arrow mark. So this is the redox equation. Zn plus Cu2 plus gives Zn2 plus Cu. This is the redox equation. I hope everyone understand how to write oxidation equation, reduction equation and redox equation. Again two terms we want to study, that is anode and cathode. Anode and cathode. This term we studied in last year. What is anode? An electrode at which oxidation occurs is called anode. Anode always negative, okay. Next one, cathode. An electrode at which reduction occurs is called cathode. So in the galvanic cell, anode is negative and cathode is positive. So what is the anode? An electrode at which oxidation occurs. I already said oxidation always occurs in high reactive metal and reduction occurs always in the less reactive metal. So high reactive metal, that is anode, and less reactive metal, that is cathode. Keep it in mind. Anode, an electrode at which oxidation occurs, and cathode, an electrode at which reduction occurs. So charge also very important. Anode is a negative charge and cathode is a positive charge. So how to identify anode and cathode in a electrochemical cell? More reactive always anode and less reactive always cathode. So dear students, I will tell now one easy code, that is a LON. LOAN. So here by using this code we can construct the galvanic cell. If you know the code, then you can easily construct galvanic cell. So this code only applicable to galvanic cell, okay students. So here L means left, O means oxidation and A means anode, N means negative. L is left, O is oxidation and A is anode and N is negative. So left side. So keep it in mind. This is one easy trick to remember galvanic cell. It is one of the important concept every year. Based on this concept, question will come. So if you know this code, you can solve all the questions related to the galvanic cell. So here L, left side. So left side always high reactive metal. When you constructing galvanic cell, keep it in mind. This is the left side and this is the right side. So left side always high reactive metal will come. So already I told you, high reactive metal undergoes oxidation. high reactive metal always undergoes oxidation, and that electrode is known as anode. So high reactive metal undergoes oxidation, and that metal or that electrode is known as anode. Anode charge is negative. Anode charge is negative. Here you can see. So dear students, left side zinc is there. In this example, left side zinc. So we know when we compare zinc and copper, zinc is a highly reactive metal. So zinc here undergoes oxidation, and zinc is the anode. Zinc electrode is the anode, and it is a negative charge. And it is a negative charge. So I hope everyone understand what is the code. So lone is the code. Lone means L left, O oxidation, A anode, and N negative. So from this we can understand electron always moves from anode to cathode. From this we can understand electron always moves from anode to cathode. That means negative charge to positive charge. So, in physics you studied that current flows from positive to negative terminal, but electron travels negative to positive. That you should keep it in mind. Electron always travels from negative to positive. Negative is the anode and positive is the cathode. So, this is about arrangement and working of galvanic cell. So in exam question will come, which anode, which electrode is anode? Answer is zinc. Which electrode is cathode? That is copper. Then question will come, which is a positive electrode? Which is a positive electrode? That all you should know, which is a positive electrode? Copper. So then they will ask importance of salt bridge. So if you know the correct arrangement of galvanic cell, you can answer all the questions related to galvanic cell. So this code is very important. Lone, by if you know the code, then you can easily construct the galvanic cell. Dear students, I hope everyone understand arrangement and working of galvanic cell in zinc and copper cell. So in your textbook at page number 54, some materials given. So this is a homework for you. You have to construct galvanic cell, then you have to write oxidation, reduction, then redox equation. So materials are silver wire, copper rod, 2 beakers, copper sulfate, silver nitrate, salt bridge, altimeter, copper wire, water, then silver rod. So you have to add one more here, silver rod, in your textbook. By using this material, you have to construct galvanic cell. So first you have to construct galvanic cell. Do in your textbook itself. Okay. So how to construct galvanic cell? So this is the construction of zinc rod and Cu. This is the construction in the case of zinc and copper cell. So by using this code lone, you can construct galvanic cell here. So here, which is the rod you have to select? Yes, one is a silver rod, another one is a copper rod. What are the two solution, corresponding solution? One is silver nitrate, another one is a copper sulfate solution. So you have to select metal and corresponded solution. So when you constructing galvanic cell, keep it in mind, left side always a high reactive metal come. By using the reactivity series, you will get which is a high reactive, whether copper or silver. So high reactive metal comes at left side, and high reactive metal always undergo oxidation, and it is anode electrode and a negative charge. So that keep it in mind, which is high reactive. First you have to write that in the left side. So that is one important thing you have to keep it in mind when you constructing galvanic cell. After the sketch, you have to mark the direction of electron flow in the cell illustrated. So you have to mark the flow of electron. Always I said electron moves from negative to positive, that means anode to cathode. So you have to decide which is anode, which is cathode. Highly reactive metal, only anode. Okay. Then at anode, so write the reaction taking place at anode and cathode. So at cathode, what is the reaction? That is the reduction. You have to write the reduction equation. So at anode, oxidation. So you have to write the oxidation equation. So here, so students, one thing I will tell. So if copper donate 2 electron, that received by 1 silver. 2 electron received by, here only 1 silver is there. But when we are writing the equation, you have to balance the equation. Copper will donate 2 electron. That 2 electron received by 2 silver. So that we already studied in the case of displacement. You can refer the displacement equation in the case of silver. So after writing oxidation equation and oxidation equation and reduction equation, you have to write the redox equation, that is the combining of oxidation equation and reduction equation. So I hope everyone understand how to construct the galvanic cell. So this is the homework for you. Everyone must submit before Monday. Everyone should submit homework. So this like galvanic cell you have to construct by using the silver and copper electrode. So here one question we can see, you have used 3 metals, zinc, copper and silver. How many cell can be produced using this? Only 3, okay. They write on 3. So what are the cell? First one is mentioned, zinc and copper. What are the other cell we can prepare? Yes, another one is copper and silver. Third one is zinc and silver. So you have to write which is anode, which is cathode. Already I said high reactive metal is anode and less reactive metal is cathode. So first one I will tell, zinc and copper. Here high reactive is zinc and less reactive is copper. So when you writing the cell, you have to write first high reactive metal, then less reactive metal. So now we are now familiar with the chemical reaction in which chemical energy is converted into electrical energy. So now we understood galvanic cell. Galvanic cell is an arrangement in which chemical energy is converted into electrical energy. I hope everyone understand today's concept, that is a galvanic cell. Thank you.